I just had to walk home from downtown in a freaking snowstorm because the TTC can't get their shit together. And this was after I already took 30,000 steps in the snowstorm. Fuck the TTC.
Why are you wearing so much? The weather's so nice.
Ha ha ha, you dummy! Hey!
Holy cow, I am actually home and we are actually live. Jennifer Haley says, stay warm, Johnny. Thank you, Jennifer Haley. Let me get that pinned comment off of there. We're a little bit later than normal, but I am here. I see Marge is here. Chatty Cathy, Drew, Chantel, Lorraine McLean, Lovecraft Music Center, Carl Roth, Hardjot, Boom is in the room, Ready Eddie, Nick, Medano, Bungee Skunk, Vivian Johnson, Diva Tequila, Jeanette, Jennifer Gala. I can't even remember if I've already said some of your names again. Thank you so much for tuning in. To say that I am spent would be an understatement. I left my home in the morning. Figured I'd be home maybe 4:30, 5 p.m. Lots of time. Edit a video for tomorrow. Set up the Stumble stream. And, well, nature and the TTC had other plans. I'll tell you a little bit about that in a moment, but thank you for tuning in. I just feel like, yeah, this was super duper rushed, but huge thanks to Liam, aka Epic Nation HD, for kind of saving the day a little bit. So I'll tell you a bit about that in a moment. And even though I have some work left to do tonight, we're gonna hit the Baileys. I'll be having a Baileys in my coffee. Get in there. Yeah. Poured about a shot worth in there. I'm not even gonna stir it. And I've got I just received this from someone. You guys familiar with it? Is this good? Remy Martin Cognac Champagne. I probably said that wrong. Vsop. Product of France. 40%. So this is like some hard shit. What do I drink this with? Do you just drink this on the rocks? Do you mix it with stuff? Is this like so good I should save it and like re-gift it to someone? Chantel says, yes, that's good. An acquired taste. Maybe we'll down one of these on a future stream. Jeanette says Remy Martin is good stuff. All right. Cheers. I'm going to have this coffee. You can mix it with Coke. Awesome. I've got a ton of cherry Coke. But, so here's the way my day started. I woke up. It was snowing. I thought, all right, it's going to snow a little heavier later in the day. I'll go out later in the day, make a video, do a live stream. And then for some reason in the morning, I was like, all right, I'm just going to go out early. I recorded a walk I took the subway from Yonge and Eglinton down to St. Clair. I recorded a video from Yonge and St. Clair down to Yonge and Bloor. And my Pocket 3 was acting up. The gimbal was constantly giving me errors and it wasn't resetting properly. So this camera might be ready for the garbage. That's fine. I've got like 2 more of those. But then I did a live stream for over 2 hours in the snowstorm. Walked down to the lake, walked up, finished at Peter and King. Had lunch. I did go to Wendy's. I had a lunch and then I was like, you know what? It's snowing. It's nice out. I'm downtown. Let's make a downtown snow walk video. So I went around downtown and then I went to Union Station thinking, sweet, I'm going to be home nice and early. Got 2 videos in, got a live stream in. And then 20, maybe 30 minutes later, a train finally rolls in to Union Station. I'm there with a whole bunch of Leafs fans. I guess the Leafs just had a game. They lost. Squeeze into this jam-packed train that takes about 30 minutes to get up to college because for some reason they don't like to tell us what's going on. We just sat at every station for like 5-10 minutes twiddling our thumbs doing nothing. And then right when we pull into College Station, we pull into the southbound platform and the guy gets on and is like, you got to go over to the northbound platform. This is now a southbound train. Like the collective groan from the train was nuts. I start recording at this point. I have like a 5% left on my battery, but I'm like, okay. So we all, like a million salmon swimming upstream, went from the southbound college platform to the northbound college platform. Wait for a train. Train finally rolls in. We get on the train. Everyone sits down. Doors close. Then the doors open again. And the conductor comes on and goes, this is now a southbound train. Please get off. So we get off the train. Wait an ungodly amount of time for the next train to come. We get on it. We go up to Wellesley. We were at Wellesley Station for like at least 15-20 minutes. Like at this point, I don't even know how long it took me. I easily could have walked this backwards on 1 foot quicker. Then at Wellesley, the guy comes on and says, hey, we're not going to be going past Bloor Yonge, which is 1 stop to the north. There are shuttle buses. I'm thinking, this is going to suck because I don't think there are shuttle buses. I checked my phone and it said line 1 was down like from St. Clair to Lawrence, not Bloor Yonge. This must be new. So I went up to Bloor Yonge after like the longest wait in the world, where there were like thousands of people waiting for a shuttle bus. And I decided to walk home. So I walked my ass home through like the most atrocious conditions on the sidewalk after I had already taken 30,000 steps. So I took about 40,000 steps today. But the cool thing was I ran into Liam at Bloor Yonge because I was completely out of battery on everything. Like everything was gone. So I was able to get a little bit of juice into my old DJI. I was able to get a little bit of juice into this. So I recorded some of my way from Bloor Yonge up to Yonge and St. Clair. And then I made a video from St. Clair to Yonge and Eglinton. The crazy thing is, I didn't see one northbound shuttle bus. I walked through like just trenches of snow, multiple feet on either side, from Bloor Yonge all the way up to Yonge and Eglinton, trailed by Liam. What a trooper. And like, we didn't see a single shuttle bus. There are people probably still not yet home from the Leaf game. I overheard some people checking like Uber and Lyft and they're like, fuck this, like surge pricing, there's no cars. I'm like, oh God, I'm able-bodied. I like walking. If I get onto the bus, that means one other person isn't going to get onto the bus. Let's just walk. That's where my mind was at. I'm like, fuck it. Like, I was exhausted. I'd been walking all day in the snow. But it was just one of those, like, this is probably the right thing to do. Right? I'm probably going to get home quicker. And at least somebody else will get a spot, hopefully, on the hunger. So that's what I did. And that's why I am fucking exhausted. That's why I'm home so late. I picked up a poke bowl on the way home just because I had to eat. So I ate that. I chugged a cherry Coke. I took a shower, and here we are. And I made some crappy AI videos for the intro, so that's what took me so long. Mike T says my work tried to open tomorrow, but then wised up and closed. Now I can clear my driveway. So, yeah, my legs are tired. But if there's any good news in this, well, aside from the fact that I think I made 4 videos today, like someone's got some days off coming up. Watching from Pattaya, no snow here, fuck you, from the bottom of my heart. I'm not jealous at all. I've been having like back problems, right? Where when I was walking for over an hour and a half or so, my back was starting to act up. I walked all day today in like treacherous conditions, holding a camera, holding a gimbal, and I feel good as new. Like, it was more like mental exhaustion. Physically, I was fine. I was actually kind of like power walking home pretty quickly. So yeah, my 45-year-old bones are holding up well. So I'm good, because part of me was worried, like, oh shit, if this is like my back starting to go, this is going to be like me being limited in terms of like the rest of my life and mobility. And I kind of walk for a living, but, no, I took, I seem to be taking care of that with some exercises and other measures. So that's good for me, but holy shit, what a day. And I've still got to make a video for tomorrow. I transferred all my files over to the computer, and I got to put one together for tomorrow morning. So now you know how I'm doing. How the hell are you guys doing? Did anyone go out today in the snow? I think it was one of those days where everybody and their uncle went out live streaming. There's lots of people out. We will understand if tomorrow video doesn't come. If I didn't have a video, honestly, I would be fine not posting one tomorrow, but I do, so I'm gonna do one tonight, and then I'm probably going to maybe crack that Remy Martin open. Lady B says, sat on the couch all day, no regrets. How I envy you. Just do another live stream tomorrow. Show the aftermath, says Donkey. If I'm up to it, I'll do that if I'm feeling it. If I'm not, I took a walk early on to Longo's. I watched some dude walk in the snow, says Lisa. I'm tempted to do a walking video, says Matt Bros. No school programs, school buses for kids tomorrow. Good. I think everybody in the city should just take a day off tomorrow. Everybody but like emergency services and like people that work the utilities. Just take tomorrow off. We need it. Ready Eddie says, did a 2-hour live stream tonight on Danforth and didn't see one snowplow go through. Yeah, I didn't. I saw a few right near the end. Cold Hard Toronto says, I hope you don't mind me saying you look terrible. My skin is probably frozen. I was like scraping ice off of like my eyelids coming home. It was nuts. It was nuts. And poor Liam. He walked all the way to Yonge and Eglinton. And I'm like, dude, don't you live near Christie Station? How are you getting home? So hopefully he went home okay. But yeah, I got notifications. A lot of people were out streaming. I saw T-Shods, Ken, of course. Ready Eddie was out. I think Toronto was out. Liam was just streaming. It's just one of those days where it's like the bat signal goes up and everyone's got to go out. Harjot shoveled the snow today. WMD says, I look great. Jollykin says, get some. Yeah, I just lotioned up. I just put my snail mucin right after I showered. Mike T spent the afternoon watching some crazy foreigner walking around in the snow for 2 hours. I had a fun experience on my live stream. I don't know. I'm sure some of you saw that dude who, Joanna says, it's the Hat Head, YU3. Oh, speaking of which, Mark D, if you are there, Mark D, I've got a gift from you to open on the stream. I'll give you a few minutes to make an appearance. If you're not there, we're probably just going to open it anyways. But yeah, I had my first like real dingus encounter in a while. Dude, not since I was in Little Jamaica, I think. Guy walks by, sees my camera. He was on it for like a split second and starts telling me off for being on the camera. Then he called me like a racial slur, which doesn't even fit. That's all I'll say to that. And then he spat at me. Like he missed me, thankfully. I don't think I caught that part, but like this big glob of spit comes out of his mouth. And then he like storms off and starts jawing at me. So I was just like, what are you saying, dude? Pointing the camera at them the whole time. Then he called me another racial, like, oh God. I don't know. That was fun. So that happened. If that was the summertime, I would have been punching that dude in the face. I was like wearing a million layers, wearing a big thick glove. But like spitting on someone is bodily, it's a form of assault. You're not allowed to like go to town on them, but I don't know. Jollykin says I'm turning into Ked. I haven't had too many moments like that, but like I was kind of in a jolly mood. We were snowing. I just kind of chirped at him and let him go. He missed me. If he hit me, it might have been different. Lisa says you're not a puncher. I'm not, but in the heat of the moment, like if I saw a dude just walk up and like punch like a young girl or something, I would be all over that guy, murdering him on the spot, right? Like I've got that in me. If someone does that to me, I've got that in me. So this was just it was just like one of those, he missed me. Let it go, dude. You're having a good stream. You're in the snow. So it is what it is. Spitting is a funny spitting is, I would rather someone throw a punch than spit at me. Like that is so beyond the pale. I think that's one of the grossest things that you can do to another human. So like honestly, I'd rather someone take a swing than spit at me. Like it was, I'm just so glad he missed, because that probably would have been the end of the stream. There's a police station. I'm not going to report some dude. I don't know if he was mentally ill or not. He seemed to be holding his shit together enough that he was just an idiot. But yeah, that happened. So we'll move past that. But the rest of the stream was good, right? We ran into some people chased me down. A couple of people ran out of their condos and stream sniped me. A really lovely couple did it in front of the Beaver Tails. Then another girl did it who came all the way from like York. So York Street when I was almost near Spadina. So like that was fun. Another dude, said hi from his car. I ran into a whole bunch of people today. So it was fun. A lot of cool people. I ran into Mark D. Super chatted me in person, gave me a gift. Marg, if you're there, I'm going to open it. Went to Wendy's. You'll remember at the end of my stream, there was a cop that pulled right up beside me, right at the end of my stream. That cop was going to Wendy's because after I ended my stream, I went in and I ordered from Wendy's and I sat down and the dude gets out of the cruiser. I think he like ordered it like pick up off of his phone and just walked in and picked it up and then took it back out to his cruiser. So, hey man, they got to eat too, I guess. But some people were speculating, what's he there for? Well, he just got hungry. But yeah, that was that. You're all caught up on my day. Toronto Walker spends night in jail for burying dude in snowbank, says Donkey. It was a Wendy's type of day. Wendy's was delicious. Mark D. Thank you, Mark D. Thank you, Mark D. What do we got? We got... Ooh, look at that. Got my wrapper look on. Pull that up a little bit. That is nice, and it's very, very comfortable. This is not going to be an itchy hat. Thank you, Mark D. And ooh, this other one totally. Ooh, look at this. This other one's got like this kind of fuzzy fleece lining. Mark D, you will be seeing this in some future videos and thumbnails. I got a new hat to rotate into the winter hat. And look at this one. A new era hat. This one is like super nice. I'll leave the tag on. This one's got a bit of like a condom fit to it. I mean that in a good way. Like it is on. Thank you, Mark D. This one would be awesome for like really, really windy days when you just like want your shit to like stay in place, and you don't want anything to like, you don't want your ear exposed. Thank you so much. I got 2. Which ones do you guys like better, the black one or the blue one? Black or blue? I'm gonna give them both a whirl. You know I like the Blue Jays, and Mark D also got me a Blue Jay ALCS champion shirt. Angelica says I would say both. Hunden says Mark D, do you need my address? Now I got the hat head. Let's try this one again. I like that they're like completely different. One of them's like super soft. The other one is like really hugging my head. Is it cool to have the tag still on your hat? You had hat head before you put one on? That was not hat head. I took a shower. I washed my hair. That was like not brushing or combing my hair after the shower head. Someone is saying, nice hat. Why do you need to cover your eyebrows? When I do this, when it's like snowing and windy, my eyebrows collect a lot of like snow. I feel bad. Johnny Stride's face looks so cold. I was out there all day. Matt Doctor says, how boot MJs this season? It looks like they're both equally liked. Black hat 54%, blue hat 46%. We have 367 viewers tuned into this like half-assed, later than usual, very under-prepared live stream. Thank you guys so much. Maybe we'll just leave this on. First Last says you're into black. Let me fix my monitor here, just because I'm probably going to share my screen later. There we go. You got time for polls, but no show. What a Stumbles move. I'm not sure I'm getting that, Matt Attack. Jillian Scott says black. Lisa says the blue one is really nice. I like both. I like both. This one's a bit more of an indoor hat. We'll see. I'll wear both. Netflix will stream Johnny Stubbles soon. Yeah, right. Netflix. I watched UFC last night. Did anyone watch UFC last night? Justin Gaethje turning back the clock, going back to his caveman, zero IQ, all swang and bang era. It was pretty awesome to see. Lana 2.0 says, blue all the way, baby. Stumbles a show about nothing. That's tonight. Johnny, would you drive a car in this weather today? If it wasn't absolutely necessary, hell no. Your hair is looking extra red on camera tonight. Is it? Is it? I don't know. It might be the lighting. I don't know. It might be. But, Rams 20, Seahawks 31. Who won the game before that? Ooh, New England won 10-7, but Denver is without a QB, so there is that. Strawberry blondish. That's just my hair. Same lights. I just came in here, attempted to shovel, and gave up. It's up to my knees, says Kevin. Yeah, when it's snowing like this, you got to constantly go out and attack it, right? I remember watching my parents do that, going out every hour or so and just doing another layer. I appreciate all you do, Johnny. Keep up the great work. You do a lot others wouldn't touch. Much respect. Enjoy your evening. Thank you. Holy hell, that's a big watch. What are we talking about this? It's a normal watch. I saw a YouTuber do live commentary last night on the fight. Yeah, a lot of them do that. I think Josh Thompson was doing that. Lisa gave up on the shoveling hours ago. It's a good day to have a snowblower, I guess. Matt Doctor says the joy of living in a condo. Oh, I was talking to a friend who's a homeowner about that earlier today. It's like, hey, their pipes froze and like they've got no water, or they had no water in their kitchen sink, even though they like left it on all night just to open it up and leave pressure. They still froze, and a lot of their neighbors froze. And it's like, you live in a building, you don't have to deal with that, right? Their balcony apparently is covered in snow. Their walk-up is covered in snow. Their car is buried. And it's just like, I got to deal with none of that, right? So there's definitely some nice things about living in a building. That's for sure. I watched Skyscraper on Netflix. Alex is an incredible human. Maybe I'll have to watch that. I'll need something to watch tonight. I'm going to edit the video after this, and then I'm going to put my ass on the couch and I'm going to watch a movie, and I'll probably have a few drinks because I'm all out of edibles. Our kitchen faucet has been on a slow drip for weeks now, says Mike T. Lisa likes chatting with neighbors while we shovel. Is that really the reason to do that? Carl says those hats are great. You could actually wear the black one on an airplane if you were traveling somewhere. Nobody would say anything. Why would they say something either way? People aren't going to do that. Lisa says, watched The Rip earlier. It was okay. I almost watched The Rip last night, but instead I watched The Pit. And I caught up on Traders. We have a snowblower. Tomorrow morning is another shoveling day, says Lisa G, Toronto girl. If Donkey says, if you are a younger person, please check on your neighbors and elderly people in your neighborhood and do their walk for them, do their sidewalk for them, and the walk up to their front porch for them. Usually they very much appreciate it. Mark D loves the Traders. Are you hating Lisa Renna's guts as much as I am? What are you drinking? I am drinking coffee with Bailey's. Leo Chung says, okay, first last says, I don't even know what I'm reading, but thank you guys for tuning in. Johnny, it is better if surfaces are covered with snow than in ice we are dealing with in Metro Atlanta. Both are bad, but yeah, ice underneath is awful. Tomorrow's going to be crazy. Maybe I'll go out and record some of the aftermath. I doubt there's going to be a live stream. Like, we had what, 2,700 viewers at one point. It may have been more than that. What do you think the likelihood is that university campuses are going to close tomorrow, Johnny? I don't know. Hunden is drinking tawny port. I love it when people ask me questions as if like I would have any more input than the average person. Like, just ask your AI this stuff. Get Google Gemini or ChatGPT. Ask them. What a nightmare. What's your nightmare, Alicia? Are you stuck right now? Sorry, I missed what's going on. And Transit Mobile Scooter, thank you for your super earlier. There's a funny short on YouTube with a man and a son living in a very snowy street, and he has a flamethrower melting the snow. His wife comes home. That can't be true. Rena is a nightmare, says WMD. I like Rob. I loved the fact that Rob voted for you know who. I won't give this up. Wow, this game's unreal. Anyone else watching, says Matt Attack. No. You've been at the airport for 15 hours. Where are you flying to and from? That's crazy. I had to spend the night in an airport a while ago. It sucked. I sympathize with you. That was when I was with Dahan, and we ended up... No, I had to do that again when my trip to London was delayed. I had to do that twice. Alicia says from Osaka to Toronto. Hopefully you get out there. There's a few different direct flights making that route, right? Hopefully you get a direct and they don't reroute you onto some obnoxious connecting flight. I don't even like the commercials for Traders, says Chris Mills. Alicia, your flight was canceled 6 times now. That's crazy. Being stuck in an airport would be fun with the right company. I wouldn't, if I had nothing to like go back to, like no job waiting for me or anything like that, I'd have fun there. I could just do like a few little like trapped in the airport live streams. That would be fun. I wouldn't mind that, especially if I was getting compensated properly for that. Speaking of which, that whoever the regulatory agency is has until February of this year to respond to my complaint against Air Canada, because they Yeah, they didn't play properly and they didn't compensate properly. But anyways, maybe we'll share the screen. I seem to be pretty brain dead right now. Let me get the green screen up. Oh my, there's a whole bunch of stuff on my desktop I do not want anyone to see. Let me drag that over to that one. Whoops. All right. Math Doctor says the last time flying back from home from Tokyo, my flight into Boston was late and missed my connecting flight. Spent $300 for a dirty small airport hotel room. Was it all on one ticket? Because if it was all on the same ticket and you missed your connection, you should not be out of pocket for an airport or for a hotel, right? They did you dirty. If you bought 2 separate tickets, then you weren't done dirty. Air Canada will always blame, they'll always change their reason to something that gets them out of having to compensate you. That's just what they do every single time without fail, because Air Canada are pieces of shit, but I still fly with them because how else am I going to get free flights with my Aeroplan? Let me move this over here. It looks like you're going to book another hotel for the night. Are you, are they compensating for that? Thank you for voting on the poll. Mark D says it's snowing tomorrow, by the way. Toronto weather tomorrow. Orange warning, winter storm. Hazardous winter storm conditions continue. Snowfall amounts of 30 to 50 centimeters. Locally higher amounts are possible. Local accumulations may near or exceed 60 centimeters. What? Here I am in my videos telling everyone it might be 30. So Monday, -8. That's nice. A little bit warmer than today. Chance of flurries. Orange man warning. Yes. Cranky Donald Trump. He needs to wait. If he's following the course, he needs to wait till Wednesday to backtrack on his tariff threat. In other words, if there's a dip tomorrow, buy the dip. -8 chance of flurries. Tuesday, -7, 60. That just says chance of flurries, though. That doesn't say it's actually snowing. What does this say? Monday, chance of flurries. Tuesday, chance of flurries. So it's probably not going to amount to much more accumulation. Look at that. Thursday, sunny, -13. Doesn't that fuck with you? Like that big sun, -13. Friday, -8. Saturday, -6. So we are not even going to sniff 0 degrees for the rest of January. Jillian says the black beanie looks good on you. Thank you. B. Duckstein says you're over the snow already. I think I'm over it. I think I got over it today. Yesterday I did. Yesterday was the coldest day of the year up until today. It still might have been colder than today. Coldest day of the year. I should put an asterisk beside it. Up until this day. Holy, my video today has 52,000 views. So this is what it was like during the day. Is it okay riding on this? Oh, that was right after that idiot spat on me. So we'll that's not like that crazy, right? Do you want to see what it was like tonight? So that was today, what? Maybe around 1 p.m. But this is from the video I recorded tonight. Let me pull that up. Mark D says it's the wind that kills you. It is. No one needs to see that. That wasn't that bad, but it get... So this is what I was walking through. So it was way worse. There was a lot more accumulation. That part was... There were parts that weren't so bad because I was making my way back to civilization. But there were... I think this lady slips. I think if my memory is correct, she slips right here. Oop, there it is. But see all those people on the other side? They are waiting for a shuttle bus. Look at them. It's like -20 with the wind chill. I kind of want to cross here and go by all these people checking out the. I didn't see a single. My gimbal is. Liam, there's Liam. He didn't want to cross the street. Look at all these people. Just waiting. Again, I made it from Bloor Young all the way up to Young and Eglinton in this before I saw a single shuttle bus going north. When they kicked us off the train at Bloor Young, they told us shuttle buses will be waiting for you at street level. There were no shuttle buses. I should not be able to make that walk that length in these conditions quicker than all those people waiting. At least here, this is like an orderly line. Everyone's in like a nice single file line. They're going to do first come, first serve there. But up at Bloor Young, it was like the Hunger Games. And all these people walking against me are going to line up. Look at all these people making their way to... And that bus you see, that is not a shuttle bus. Math Doctor says it was chaos at Young Bloor waiting for a shuttle bus when you're there at like 6 p.m. Yeah, I saw all those people and I was just like, F this, F this. I'm not doing it. Anyways, yeah, so that happened. So that was like... Also... This happened. This was when we all got kicked off the train the first time. So we all get kicked off the train. We have to walk over to the other side. We all go down. Wait forever. New train comes. And then we get kicked off the new train. And I had to switch over to my Pocket 2. Oh yeah, this camera sucks in low light compared to my other one. But I recorded like bits and pieces of... But yeah, this was fun. This was fun walking home. So I don't know if I'm going to make that one video or two videos. I made this video earlier. Just walking around downtown. Obviously, there wasn't as much snow yet, but it was still a lot of snow. And I made this video as well. So 3 videos, 4 videos maybe, the live stream. So I was kind of busy today, just in case you were doubting what I was up to. Does Toronto not have small sidewalk plows? We do. They have bike lane plows as well. Do we have a lot of them? No. Were there a lot of plows out there, period? No, I barely saw any. So, yeah, the city needs to get its shit together. We were so underprepared. Line 6 went down again. Line 1 went down on, I think, between St. Clair and Shepherd West Station. Line 1 was down originally between Lawrence and St. Clair, and then it was Lawrence all the way to Bloor Young with multiple delays along the way. Line 2 went down, I think, between Woodbine and Kennedy, which is like the whole eastern part of Line 2. It was just a total fucking gong show. Yeah, I felt bad for all the little kids that went to the Maple Leafs game and were making their way back home who got caught in that nonsense. Like, some of them might still not even be home. It's 9:10. I have no idea what those people who were waiting for shuttle buses that weren't coming ended up doing. Johnny with the icicles on his eyelashes. Yeah, that was nuts. I was like scraping ice out of my eyelids. But apparently some other people went live. Ken went live. I didn't get a chance to catch up on Toronto Blizzard Walk live. He got 25k views. He killed it as well. Good job, Ken.
Hello, William.
Hello, William.
Inspired domain, $2. And that's awesome. 3 years tomorrow that you've been subscribed. Thank you very kindly, William.
Ready Eddie said he went live, right? That's not Ready Eddie. There's no way that's Ready Eddie. That's Ready Eddie. Holy shit, you got 48,000 views, Ready Eddie. Blizzard, 30 centimeters of snow, and you went live for an hour and 51? That is good shit, Ready Eddie. You got a ton of views. Congrats. Good stuff. T-Shods went live, I think. Look at that. That's not AI at all. She put not AI on there. She did well. She went out for 2 hours. Eddie also got a lot of subs. Congrats. It's always exciting when you have like a big stream like that when you're not used to it, right? Like it makes the blood go a little faster in a good kind of way. Math Doctor says, and here we are thinking January is a bad month for views. It's a bad month for AdSense. AdSense is terrible in January. Unfortunately, all those views aren't going to get you a whole lot of the stuff, but I mean, it is what it is. Who else? Toronto, I think, went live. Did he? 9 months ago? Does he remove his latest live streams after he goes live? Oh, that's Toronto. Okay, this one. Spadina streetcar route. Oh, they're already scheduling. Polar Vortex Storm, another one. That's good shit. He went live for an... Oh, this is vertical?
We can send him back.
Did I just find his vertical stream and not his... Maybe he only did a vertical, not the reindeer pick. Epic Nation HD. Liam, if you're out there. Oh, you're live now. He was having problems with his phone when I was there. Live Snowwalk Toronto Major Storm Part 2.
I was talking to people.
Oh.
How long they've been
Oh, his stream is... That's me, by the way.
Also, my phone died.
That's me.
69.
So you obviously haven't been live.
Sorry, guys. I'm handhelding it, by the way. With my gimbal and my phone acted up, so there's two short.
Yeah, I was just motoring, like full on power walking home in this shit. Oh, Liam's going to be doing the auto show. Where's part 1? 42 minutes? Oh, he was up at Yonge and Eglinton earlier. This guy's nuts. He walks all over the place. Alicia says he was buffering most of the time. He was having problems with his phone getting way too cold. Did anyone else go live? Toronto live today. That should work. Don't show me my own stream, you asshole. There's Ken. T-Shots. Me from yesterday. I think it just knows I click my own stuff, so it's just showing me. I don't know. Toronto live. Snow. The word snow should narrow it down. Once Upon a City went live. Daily Forecast Canada. Ready Eddie. The Ken Continuum. Our Toronto is live now.
Awesome. That's what the stream was for.
What a view that is. Ride and Talk from Finch East.
From the comfort of your home. I guess I should say I'm doing this so you don't have to, right?
Toronto's here. Greetings. Harjot, did you go live? Yeah, it was just a day where everybody got to go out. Oh, there's Ready Eddie. Good shit. T-Shots. Yeah, that's not AI at all. Cool thumbnail. Liam, you gotta go in the studio and end your stream, man. It's not live anymore. Frozen Face. Canada Cop Watch is live. Snowstorm in Toronto 4 hours ago. 42k views. Driving. I hope you were just driving anyways and you weren't driving for the sake of streaming, because I don't know. I'm not a fan of going out unnecessarily in your vehicle. Toronto says we got to go out. We loved it. It was great. So much snow. We love that. With the little emoji face at the end. Yeah, it was a crazy day. It was a crazy day. At least maybe tomorrow I'll do a follow-up to today. But after that, I'll take like Tuesday, Wednesday off. Give the legs a rest because I beat them up today pretty good. Johnny, someone went live in Chicago in bad blizzard conditions today, says Peter. Chicago live blizzard. The Gemini downtown winter snowstorm. Let's go. Doesn't look like they had it as bad as we did. Still pretty bad. Using Prism. Come on, Prism users. Send them a few pennies and get rid of that ugly stamp you're just advertising for them. Alicia Lewis, 99 cents. Cheers, Alicia Lewis. Liam, take off that live. Take that down. Going back. Yeah, Toronto is someone else. I remember I've chatted with him a few times. He's been in our chat. Who's this imposter Ready Eddie? Handyman for the one and only Roman Atwood.
That guy's Uber going off.
All right. Let's go to this jackass's. Hey, we have 397 people watching. Thank you. Maybe some of the people are new from my stream earlier. Lisa says now I have stupid hiccups. Toronto is the best. Toronto, I think. Not Toronto. I tried to find your Witchwood Park video you mentioned recently, but I can't. Would love to catch that. But where is it, says Jillian Scott. Johnny Strides. I don't think I put that in the title because I don't think it's just one of those terms that gets searched that much. Let me go into my YouTube studio and see if I can pull that up here. I don't want to share this on my screen. Can I find it? Oh, I found one. What do you mean? Witchwood Heights and Hillcrest Village. Oh, this one was 5 years ago. I've done a more updated one than that. Remember when I used to do that in my videos? I used to put that cheesy text on there. Friday, January 15th, 2021. If I had the opportunity to restart my life from the beginning, would I do it? Would I be able to do some like Memento Sammy Jenkins type shit and like put a tattoo on me to like remind me to do stuff later? I don't know. It would be like buy Bitcoin when it first comes out. All right. All I got to do is just coast through life and wait for this magical thing called Bitcoin and just buy a whole bunch really cheap. And that's it. That's all I got. Oh, then I got to wait 10 years after. Okay. Like, I don't know. Do I get to cheat? Is Johnny considered the king of Toronto? I hope not. Oh, the other day I was at a subway stop at night and I could probably find it here actually. I can probably find it here. I don't really want. Let's just go in a grok where I can paste it. This is a weird way to show an image. There's who I saw at Pape Station. And someone was like, hey, would you like to say hi to the mayor? And I was like, yeah, but she's talking to someone. I'm like, I'm going to get some Swiss chalet from across the street. But yeah, Mayor Chow was at a Pape station. I think she just randomly shows up at various stations and stuff, which is pretty cool. Rumor has it John Tory, like, once in his life rode the TTC before, and a few people saw him. Green Night Tales does a late night live stream just about every night around 11 p.m. or midnight. He should be out later tonight. Green Night Trails. Who is that? Why am I doing this? Am I going to... I did not find it. Julian says, thank you. Thank you. I miss walking through so badly. These videos are the ultimate substitute. You're welcome. Yeah, hopefully you're able to catch that video from that, the title or whatever. Green Knight walks the alleys that have cool murals and artwork on them. Where, what city is he in? You spelled it wrong? Oh, I spelled trails. Is this it? He's got some funky thumbnails. A rehabilitated neckbeard with the mission to raise neckbeard awareness and help people notice the signs in themselves and others. I'm the Green Knight, and I also share stories that I find cool and interesting. Join me for live midnight adventures. Where's this guy doing his midnight adventures?
What's up, adventurers? Welcome back to my live stream.
Is this Toronto? This looks like Toronto.
I was going to go to the path.
I wander the frozen alleys and side streets of Toronto. That's cool. He's doing it in a vertical format.
Hint. It's either older or younger than you think it is.
That's cool. Cool concept. Hey, walking with Toronto to celebrate his 1,000 subs. Neat. Cool channel. Cool concept. I don't dig the vertical, but like, hey, I mean, he's probably getting people like in bed at night just watching like this, right? So it makes sense. Maybe he's simulcasting to TikTok. Lisa says, I don't need a hook. On Friday, February 13th, I'm going to the auto show with my friends. Awesome, Harjot. Hopefully you have a good time. Yeah, did you get a media pass? David Junsei TV is live right now somewhere around Isabella. No narration. Found him as I watched his 24-hour live from a high balcony. David Junsei TV. Snowstorm, Toronto, Canada Night Walk. That looks like the east side of downtown. Cool beans. I don't see the Prism logo. What's that down there? He's on... Yeah, I couldn't read that street sign, but I know what that is. Right by the Sketch McDee's on Yonge. Neat. Lisa says, imagine you, but not talking. I think the vertical looks pretty... Looks like a big tall glass thing, and you can look out the big window. Vertical only looks big on a phone. Yeah, I don't know. Widescreen for life. Peter Bradfield.
Nostradamus channel, thoughtful face emoji, winking face emoji, smiley face emoji.
For the Johnny Nostradamus channel. Thank you, Peter Bradfield. Thank you for the $1.99. And huge thanks to everyone during the live stream earlier today. That was an enormous amount of support. Thank you so much, guys. I'm just checking. Someone asked for something during my stream. And no, they did not send Bitcoin. Green Knight's long form videos are horizontal view. Neat. Jillian, not a fan of vertical. Yeah, it's like even on my phone, I'd rather just turn it that way and watch. Like, why do I gotta hold it that way? You just lose humans, like our actual visual field is a lot wider than it is taller, right? It's just so unnatural to watch something in like a vertical format. I low-key don't like it at all. I wish they would make it so you could hold your phone this way and it would still record 16:9. Chantel says not a fan of vertical chat either. Hey, if you're one of those freaks that likes vertical video, good for you. Johnny, do you have any tips for live streaming for the first time? I'm hoping to start my live stream next week. Alicia, it's probably better to start simple. Start with like Prism, something very, very easy. Connect it to your YouTube. Learn the basics, you know, what your bit rate's going to be. I personally cannot stand wind noises, so I always... But some people like them. I don't. So, you know, my advice would be stream what you want to watch. Stream what you want to watch. You've got that set up already. Plan a route. If you're uncomfortable doing it your first few times, have someone tag along with you until you feel more comfortable. It can be a bit nerve-wracking walking around with a gimbal and a camera, drawing a bunch of attention to yourself. You will have the odd dingus, you know, make a scene. Play it cool. Don't do what I do. Don't mouth back. Don't try to be a tough guy. Just move on and ignore them. But yeah, I don't know. There's a whole lot to learn, but you'll pick it up. But what Lisa says, make sure the camera work ain't janky. Yes. Slow pans. If you need to look to your left, just kind of like whip it slow like this. If you're looking up, every once in a while, I do that. And I know I just like made it kind of jarring, right? Nobody likes that whiplash thing. It creates like motion sickness even in some people because like their equilibrium is not like anticipating. But if you do it nice and slow with your pans, it'll just make it so much better to watch. So much better to watch. So that would be my advice. Like what Lisa said, think of your horizon level. You don't want to show too much of the ground and too much sky. And conversely, you don't want to show too much sky and too much of the ground. So think of like your composition of how you're framing the shot. You know, so keep your horizon consistent. You can even tilt lock it so that your like gimbal locks in. And then you'll have to use your stick to pan up and down, which kind of sucks. But yeah, that would be my advice. Pay attention to your horizon level. Slow wrist movements, right? Nobody likes it when it's too jerky. Composition is everything. Dingus yells at you. Don't turn around, point the camera at them, and tell them off like I do sometimes. You know, have your wits about you. But that's rarely going to happen. And they probably mouth off at a dude more. People just feel more like a tough guy. I don't know. I always think of video the same as photo. Subject always has to be centered, says Jared TV. There you go. There you go. It's wear a face shield, says Bart. Yeah, dress for the weather. Dress for the occasion. Wear shoes you can walk forever in, right? If it's friggin' cold, wear your long johns. Have gloves. My whatever hand is holding the gimbal, my fingers will freeze like I will feel frostbite setting in, even if I'm wearing like a nice thick glove. So yeah, I usually double glove that hand. The last few streams I've been using the electric glove. Toronto says need to head off for a bit, but thanks for the shout out. Always a pleasure, my friend. Cheers. Perhaps we'll bump into each other someday on the streets. Feel free to say hi if we do. How do I sub to your channel here, Alicia? I want to see your first stream. All right, maybe we can give her a little kickstart. Is this the channel you're streaming from? I posted a link. I have a no promoting rule on Johnny Strides just because so many people go into the comments and go into the chat and just try to shamelessly self-promote their stuff. But that's why I say, like, you know, bring it up on Stumbles, right? This channel is fine, but the other channel, it just gets like, there's just so many people with like weird little walking channels from all over the world that like try to like make comments like awesome video, great, and they make the same fucking comment every week or every video, and it's like you're just clearly fishing for clicks for your video. So I just like, no. Jer says thanks, Johnny. I gave her a sub. Alicia, you have over 320 subscribers. Hopefully that works out. Gertej has a channel. Awesome. You can also just click someone's name. Johnny, U.S. audience does like looking at tall buildings and unique architecture over necessarily street views looking down. I do it like when I see a tall building, just pan up if you think it's cool. You need clear rules in your big channel. I have very clear rules in my big channel. I don't know how much more clear the words can be or the rules can be. It says literally no spamming, no promoting. And one of the reasons for that is I was like nuking some people, but people that I was friendly to that were doing it, I was kind of letting them away with it. And some people were like calling me out on that. Like, dude, why are you playing favorites with people? And I was like, I don't know. I'm a hypocrite. So I just was like, no, we'll just do all that over to Stumbles. So I'm not trying to be a dick on the other channel. I'm just trying to be fair and treat everyone kind of the same. Liam, you're back. Thank you, Liam, for the battery power. Johnny, I was agreeing with your statement. I understand it did come across like that in the chat. No worries. Sometimes with text, there's no context, right? You can't get the feeling I might take something wrong. Carry a taser with you just in case a dingus yourself. Unfortunately, that would be illegal. Learn how to use a taser on moment's notice, what the police do. Is that really a good example of when you should or shouldn't do something like that? I don't think it is. Look at Minneapolis these days. It's a good rule to avoid the spam in the comments and live chat. Yeah, I tried. Lisa says, I wanted to tell you in my super that you look like crap, but I thought other people might take it the wrong way. It's all good. I can take a ribbing. Liam the hero and awesome and with awesome Timbits today. Yeah, Liam, because of you, I got a whole video today. That video I recorded walking from St. Clair to Yonge and Eglinton. I couldn't have done it without your battery pack. You know, all my batteries were dead. My old Pocket 2 was dead. My Pocket 3, this camera is dead, by the way. The gimbal is like shot to hell. This was dead. My battery bank was dead. I would buy a new Pocket 3 to be like a new third camera because I like having 3. I like traveling with 2 and having 1 as a backup. But Pocket 4 has been spotted in the wild. Pocket 4 is coming out. So I'm going to pre-order a couple the first chance I get. Looking forward to that. Everyone's saying congrats, Liam. What did he do? Ashley says, I think the biggest thing with YouTube is if you're interested in starting something to do, just do it. It can take a while to find the right audience. And make something for yourself. Ready Eddie says, wait for the Pocket 4. Yeah, I'm going to order one from DJI and try to get one from like Best Buy or Amazon right away. That's just what I'm going to do with that. Oh, he hit 3K today too. Congrats, Liam. Awesome stuff. What does BlogTO have to say is going on today? Oh, I just closed YouTube. Toronto is hosting one of the most expensive FIFA World Cup games. Oh no. Parts of Ontario to be walloped with up to 40 centimeters of snow. Popular Ontario Festival abruptly cancels plans to return for summer 2026. Which one is that? Port Credit Busker Fest. Is it that slow of a news day? You need to tell us that Port Credit Busker Fest is canceled for 2026. And how about Toronto moving Busker Fest back to Yonge Street or some street and not a friggin' park in the beaches where it completely feels like some low-rent carny sideshow circus. They completely ruined Busker Fest in Toronto. It should be an awesome showcase. Yeah, DJI Shadow Drops products. They announced them. I'm excited for it. Johnny, congrats to the person who hit 3K. I haven't even hit 1K yet, says Militia. Hey, no shame in that. Also, sub count. Is it really a big deal? There's people with like half the subs of me who get 2 or 3 times the views I do and are doing twice as well. And there's people with 1 million subs who get less views, right? Like, it's not the be all and end all, especially when you realize like a tiny fraction of your views actually comes from subscribers. And you'll find you have a whole lot of regular viewers who aren't even subscribed. They just watch your stuff, so it always shows up in their feed. So they're just like, why do I even need to subscribe? What are your favorite breakfasts? Need to change my usuals and looking for odd question. I don't know. I usually just make a smoothie for breakfast. Ashley says sub count is honestly arbitrary once you reach the thresholds for monetization. Yeah, it's not that. I wouldn't make a big deal about it. Did y'all hear that line 6 actually stayed open until 2:30 today? It's impressive that it's delayed even in the shutdown. They I think the switches froze again, right? Toronto Cafe is hiding a speakeasy only accessible by a secret entrance. It took a year's worth of build out. We're talking a complete something from nothing operation, but in late October 2025, 520 Cafe Bar located at the base of Richmond West Rush Condos finally opened its doors. I don't know. I think the whole speakeasy thing is like almost played out. I went to one in Las Vegas where there were literally signs telling you how to get there in like the Venetian Mall. How is that a speakeasy when there's like directions and signs and instructions on how to get there? Speakeasy is supposed to be like not labeled at all. Toronto's biggest Black History Month festival returns next month with exciting lineup. Where is that? Kumba. Neat stuff. It's good to see festivals getting back into swing. I'm just reading some of your messages. This is what Niagara Falls in Ontario looked like 30 years ago. The Skylon Tower, the Minolta Tower, all alone. Holy shit. There was this whole area here, ever since they built the new Fallsview Casino, like exploded with development. Including the hotel I recently stayed at. Opening soon, Casino Niagara. They really built that. And like created a whole new like busy part of town. Made of the Mist. That was back when it was Canadian. Now it's the Hornblower. Will Banh Mi become Toronto's sandwich of the year? I thought, isn't Banh Mi kind of played out? Isn't Banh Mi already everywhere? Kyle Tucker reportedly preferred Toronto Blue Jays, but still went with Dodgers. Was that a money thing? It sounds as though Kyle Tucker's preference was to sign with the Toronto Blue Jays, even if things didn't ultimately work out, because the Dodgers have unlimited money. Jeanette says, gonna get some sleep. Have a great weekend. Thank you, Jeanette. Thank you for the supers earlier today as well. Have a great week yourself. Oops. All right, what does Reddit Toronto have to say? Oh, it's already 9:30. I was thinking this was going to be a shorter stream tonight because I still have stuff to do. No lineup at Pizza Badiali. Yeah, normally that place is like hopping, right? There's usually a massive line right there. But I guess in this, it was an unusually slow, I can't pronounce day. All right, this dude's nuts. Line 1, Yonge University, no service between Eglinton and Bloor Yonge due to weather conditions. Yeah, and they didn't tell me until I friggin' got there and had to walk home. GTA residents urged to stay home during storm as snow accumulation could reach 60 centimeters. Yeah. Stay home. I've seen it all in a snowstorm, but this I had not. What is this? Is that a person out there? On a paddleboard? That's got to be one of those like super insulated wetsuits. There's no way that person's out there freezing their butt off in this. I love Toronto, LOL. I'm also assuming they are like an Olympic quality swimmer. That is nuts. In the thousands, you'd have to pay me in the thousands for this, like at least 6K. Honestly, wetsuits are warmer than you think. Warmer than you might think, but still hardly warm in this weather. Just hope they got a buddy because no one's going in to rescue them. Yeah, I'm assuming that person is like very good swimming. I left my wallet in there. Oh, they left their wallet in their car and their car is buried. Dude, where's my car? I wonder if the Science Center is going to survive the snowfall. Yes, Doug Ford, I'm sure. Now Doug Ford is angry about us getting cheap Chinese cars. What are you going to do? Start running commercials about it? You fucking idiot. In the calm before the storm. Ooh, a cardinal. That's a cardinal, right? I think that's a cardinal. First time seeing a TTC snow clear plow while waiting for the subway. I've seen that before. I've caught that a few times. I think they store that, or they store one of those at Yonge and Davisville. Snowstorm. Just some pictures. Is that it? Is that it? Is that it? We have 342 viewers. I don't want to end this, but I am so tired. I have so much work to do. I walked so much. Something had to give today. Liam, thank you so much for the battery bank. Mark D, thank you so much for meeting me and dropping off these awesome hats as a gift, as well as the in-person super. Huge thanks to our mods. It was a busy day today. There was a lot of chatting going on. Thanks to everyone who watched the stream earlier on the Strides channel. It was a pretty decent stream. Good turnout. Lots of support. It was awesome. Transit Mobile Scooter, thank you for your super as well. But I'm gonna go do some work, and then maybe I'll open that Remy Martin bottle. But thank you so much. You can catch the end of the game, says Just Smitty. Maybe I'll do that right now. Ready Eddie, Chantel, Mark D, Just Smitty, First Last, Math Doctors, Jillian Felix, Carolyn, Leo Chung. I can just bring this over here. That way I'm not looking off to the side. Alicia Lewis, hopefully you get home tonight. Harold Reynolds says, when librarians go into single bars, do they get checked out? And on that note, folks, we're going to end the stream. Thank you so much. Don't know when I'll go live next on either channel. I don't know anything right now. I'm just so gone. I am so exhausted from the day. And I'm still not done. Thank you so much. Get home safe, Alicia. Yoink. Thank you again. Stay warm, folks. End stream button. All right, I'm going to end it.